The chair recognizes the gentleman from California, Mr. Mullin, for his 5 minutes of questioning.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Recent reporting has highlighted that chatbots are not trained as professionals and can mislead users, especially vulnerable users like minors who turn to them for guidance on sensitive issues. In some cases, people seeking support for mental health concerns or advice on complex legal or financial matters are being given information that is untrue, ineffective, or even dangerous. So, Dr. Torres, you describe in your testimony how some users believe and in some cases are told that they are receiving therapy from a licensed professional when that is simply untrue. What are the potential harms of a user falsely believing that they are receiving clinical therapy from their chatbot?
I mean, the risks are tremendous, right? To be told that the chatbot says it's a therapist. And we have examples where the chatbot even pulls out a medical license number or a therapist license number. And a reporter actually called this therapist and said, "Do you realize that the chatbot is using your number?" And the therapist said, "Why me? Why did I get picked? Why is my license number there?" So I think that, again, given the next wave of these chatbots will have voice, they'll have images, they're going to be more powerful and more convincing. I think putting in those guardrails or safety protections now is very important. I've seen recently companies begin to put these disclosures that say this is not a real therapist, it's not a real person. That's an easy technology thing to do. It doesn't cost them that much money. I think until we get more sophisticated approaches, even a crude thing that says, remember, this is a bot, it can stay there the whole time.
And Dr. Wei, in your testimony, you distinguish between the use of general-purpose AI chatbots for mental health and other emerging tools that are trained on expert-developed data and have ongoing safety monitoring. I worry that consumers lack the information to distinguish between these different categories of products. Are general use chatbot developers doing enough to communicate the limits of their products' capabilities to their users, particularly when it comes to mental health or other sensitive use cases?
I think for full informed consent, we do need more transparency. For example, I think parents should know what are the mental health risks of certain AI chatbots that their kids are using. And so having that information, parents can actually make more informed decision. And I think that goes for adults as well.
Thank you, Dr. Wei. And while there are state and federal laws that prohibit humans from impersonating licensed professionals, chatbots pose novel circumstances that have yet to be fully addressed by regulators. This is why I'm working on legislation that would ensure consumers are better protected in this new environment, to prohibit chatbot developers from falsely indicating or implying that their products possess a medical, legal, or financial professional license. So, Dr. King, do you think there's a role for Congress here to play with this kind of legislation to address some of the concerns you highlighted in your testimony around users developing unhealthy relationships with chatbots, and what other protections are needed to ensure that users are not led to believe they are interacting with a licensed professional?
Sure. So one of the things I've studied over time are disclosures, and so I would caution that this is simply a problem to be solved by slapping a disclosure on a chatbot interface. I mean, we already see that they put very minimal disclosures that warn you that these are basically for entertainment purposes, but of course we know that that is not, people are not noticing them, or they're not reading them, or they're not taking that to heart. So simply just saying, put a notice on it and our job is done, I think we need to, that's not enough. We've learned, I think, a lot from harms from social media to understand that we can rethink how these products are designed and what it means to design an interaction experience that is healthy and supports people's well-being rather than simply prolonging engagement.
Appreciate that very much. Thank you all for your testimony. And Ms. Chair, I yield back.
The gentleman yields. The chair now recognizes the gentlelady from Tennessee, Dr. Harshberger, for her 5 minutes of questioning.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank